Hi there guys, this is Nikhil from GreedyTech and this is a comparison between Moto G4 Play and the Moto E3 Power. These two phones are launched recently exclusively on Amazon.in and Flipkart, and the price difference between these phones is just 1000 rupees. So let's start the comparison. In terms of design and build, they're almost the same. In terms of looks, few differences made in E3 makes it a hell lot better than G4 Play. I really hate the microphone hole on the face of G4, which is now completely hidden on E3. Seriously, thanks Moto for doing that. Both the phones have the same 5-inch HD IPS display. As individual phones, both the displays look pretty good, they are decently bright, but when we put them side by side, E3 seems to be slightly brighter than G4 Play, and the display on E3 is on the cooler side and the display on G4 Play is on the warmer side. Besides that, we have the option to tweak display color modes on G4 Play but not on E3. So in terms of display, I would say it's a pretty even match. Above the display, we have the 5-megapixel camera on both the phones along with proximity and ambient sensors. Besides those sensors, both the phones have accelerometer for gaming, they have FM radio, OTG support, dual SIM with 4G and VO LTE. Yes, you can use Geo network on these phones. In terms of face value, Moto E3 looks little more symmetric with dual speaker grills. So at first look I thought we had dual speakers, but in reality, and to my surprise, there is only one speaker on E3 at the bottom. With G4 Play we have the speaker on the top. As both the speakers are on the front, they are sufficiently loud. In comparison, E3 is slightly louder than G4 Play, which is completely negligible. Audio experience via the audio jack is same on both the devices, and there isn't anything impressive to talk about. Besides the front, they are pretty similar from tip to toe. On G4 Play, the metal rim on the back covering the camera is slightly protruded outside, which helps it protect the camera from getting scratched. For some odd reason, the same metal rim on E3 is completely flat, making it just for looks. On paper, E3 weighs 153 grams and G4 Play weighs 137 grams. On side-by-side comparison, E3 feels slightly heavier than G4 Play, but when we hold them separately, they aren't that heavy. Considering the bigger battery on E3, the increase in size is very minimal. Once again, good job Moto. On the back, both have the same textured plastic back panels with 8-megapixel cameras and single LED flash, and the famous Moto dimple. Though the camera specs are the same, 8-megapixel and 5-megapixel on both the phones, unfortunately the performance is not the same. For starters, we have wide-angle cameras on the front and the rear on G4 Play. E3 is capable of recording only HD video, while G4 Play can record Full HD video. Images from G4 Play have better quality and carry more details. You can check out my camera review for more information and sample shots, but to keep it simple, G4 Play has better cameras out of the two. In terms of software, under the hood, both the phones run the latest version of Android 6.0 Marshmallow. We have all the regular stuff like stock Android, app permissions, doors, and now one tap. As both the devices run stock Android, both the phones are very fluid and responsive. On G4 Play we have two additional features, that is one-handed mode and glance, and some additional sensors related to these features. Well, they are not all that useful, but E3 is missing those features when compared to G4 Play. Performance. This should be your primary area of concern. G4 Play sports a quad-core Snapdragon 410 processor with Adreno 306 GPU, 2GB of RAM and 16GB of internal storage. E3 Power sports a quad-core MediaTek processor clocked at 1GHz Mali 720 GPU, 2GB of RAM and 16GB of internal storage. These are the benchmark scores from Antutu, Geekbench and few other. As both the phones run pure stock Android, everything will be responsive and fluid. But once you start installing a couple of apps like Facebook, WhatsApp, Instagram, both the phones will start to show lag and signs of heating. In terms of lag, E3 will be worse than G4 Play. Gaming performance will be pretty similar as well. You can play small games on E3 and slightly better games on G4 Play. As both the phones support old processors and old GPUs, new games might not be supported in the future. So At the end, in terms of performance, E3 will be best for basic users and G4 Play will be better for slightly above basic users. And yes, G4 Play is better than E3 in terms of performance. Both the phones come with removable batteries, same chargers with 10 watts maximum output, which Moto likes to call rapid chargers. Yes, both are the same. You can charge E3 in 2 hours and G4 Play in 1.5 hours. E3 will give you a screen on time from 4 to 5 hours, maybe 6 hours, depending on what you're doing. And G4 Play will give you 3 to 4 hours of screen on time. E3 will last you a day for sure, no matter what you do, and G4 Play will barely last you a day. So in terms of battery life, E3 is definitely the winner. So for just 1000 rupees more with G4 Play, you're getting better performance, better cameras, better display, slightly better display, and it will last you slightly more longer than E3 in terms of performance. If you go for E3 Power to save 1000 rupees, you're getting better battery life, and that's pretty much it. You're getting crappy cameras, your performance sucks, and you won't be able to use it comfortably for a long time. So that's the difference 1000 rupees is making between these two devices. To be honest, these two devices are completely useless. E3 has a bigger battery but lacks big time in terms of performance and cameras. G4 Play has better performance and better cameras but lacks in battery life. Between these two phones, no one is perfect, so choose the one based on your usage. Unfortunately, you can't get performance, cameras and battery, all three in either of these devices. So if you're just looking at these phones and you're not brand specific, simply ditch these two phones and buy Redmi 3S Prime or the Redmi 3S. Both have better performance, better cameras and huge battery. If you want my suggestion, first of all, increase your budget to 10,000 or decrease it to 7,000. At 10,000 rupees buy Redmi Note 3 or the Redmi 3S Prime or Lenovo K5 Plus. And at 7K, buy the Redmi 3S or Lenovo Vibe K5 or some other device. If you strictly want a smaller phone, go with Redmi 3S Prime or the 3S. But skip these devices as I don't see them surviving too long. And for the money you're spending on them, they are definitely not the value for money. So anyway guys, this is the comparison and my suggestion and opinions about these two devices, and I hope you found this video to be helpful. If you do, hit that like button, and if you don't, hit that dislike button and let me know why. If you have any comments, complaints or feedback, feel free to leave that below this video, and if you haven't subscribed to our channel already, do subscribe and stay tuned to us. This is Nikhil from GreedyTech signing off. Have a nice day.